Good evening. If there was nothing wrong in the world, there wouldn't be anything for us to do. Welcome to Bmc News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Bahrain prohibited trade of molasses products without a digital stamp starting from 18th June. Information and E-Government Authority announced launch of new features on bahrain.bh. Bahrain in top 100 cities for hosting international events. Bahrain PDF General Command opened enrollment for women to volunteer in Reserve Force. Saudi to allow foreign law firms to provide consultancy service soon. Cyclone Biparjoy landfall likely to be Wednesday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held high-level meeting.
News in detail. Bahrain prohibited trade of molasses products without digital stamps starting from 18th June. The National Bureau for Revenue has confirmed that as of June 18, the final phase of the tobacco molasses products within the digital stamp scheme will be implemented. All tobacco molasses products available for possession, trade, supply or sale in the local markets must have valid and activated digital stamps as part of their product packaging. The NBR encourages all importers and traders in the local market to deal in appropriate quantities and to avoid the storage of water pipe tobacco molasses products without digital stamps to be cleared prior to the last phase going into effect by June. The possession, trade, supply or sale of water pipe tobacco molasses products without valid and activated digital stamp in the local market will be prohibited. Information and E-Government Authority announced launch of new features on bahrain.bh. The Chief Executive of the Information and E-Government Authority, Mohammed Al-Qaid, announced new features added to the national portal bahrain.bh that will reinforce user experience of the portal. This came in line with the directives of General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Minister of Interior, Chairman of the Ministerial Committee for Information and Communication Technology. The new features include the personalized page, which can be accessed by e-key login. Through this feature, a user may easily select his or her e-services to be in his or her favorite e-services list. Within this page, a user may also update his or her personal information, view the notifications received from various government entities through the government notification system, including reminders of government appointments, expiration of the official documents due for renewal, and other important notifications. As part of the enhancement, the user will also be able to view the history of his or her transactions and receipts completed online during the past 6 months and benefit from various payment options, including Apple Pay and Benefit Pay. A new feature will also be added soon, which allows users to benefit from unified payment for all transactions. Al-Qaid also announced the enhanced G-Government Services Catalog, which consists of a comprehensive guide related to all government services, including its procedures, requirements, etc., with the ability to classify them according to the service provider or service category, which may facilitate the search process. Al-Qaid highlighted that payment transactions have been simplified in bahrain.bh by adding the Safe Payment Method feature, which optionally and securely saves the preferred payment card to complete transactions easier and faster. In addition, Apple Pay and Benefit Pay have been added to payment methods to be in line with recent trends and user lifestyles. The IGAC also stressed on the enhancement made on the technical infrastructure of bahrain.bh, mainly on its capacity, responsiveness and compatibility with all screens, mobile phones and smart devices. Bahrain in top 100 cities for hosting international events. Bahrain has reclaimed its position in the prestigious global ranking of the top 100 cities by the International Convention and Exhibition Association for hosting international association events. After a 5-year hiatus, the kingdom has secured the 89th spot on the esteemed list, asserting its prowess in organizing international events at the Bahrain International Exhibition Center in 2022. This is also the highest rating for Bahrain in the past decade. ICCA, comprising over 1,000 companies and members, is renowned worldwide for its influence in the events industry. The ranking evaluates various factors including the number of international meetings held, the attendance figures, and the average duration of stays for participants in host countries. Since its opening in 2022, the center has welcomed over 250,000 local and international visitors through its diverse array of 23 activities. Dawn of Storms 27 Naval Drill kicked off. The opening of the Dawn of Storms 27 Tactical Naval Drill has kicked off in the presence of Lieutenant General Tayyab bin Sakr al-Niami, BDF Chief of Staff. The military exercise is conducted by the Royal Bahrain Naval Force with the participation of units and branches of the BDF, the Coast Guards at the Interior Ministry, and the National Guard. The Chief of Staff conveyed the greetings of Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, BDF Commander-in-Chief, to all participants in the exercise from the different branches of the BDF and the National Guard. The Commander-in-Chief confirmed that the drill is one of the most important series of exercises aimed at training and boosting the competence of all participants in the exercise on a yearly basis. Participants in the exercise gain field experiences and skills as they carry out maritime tactical operations in accordance with the various stages of the exercise and specialized training programs, which contributes to refining military capabilities and increasing efficiency. His Majesty the King bid farewell to His Majesty the Sultan of Brunei. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa bid farewell to His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah of Brunei Darussalam, His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Mateen and the accompanying delegation. They were also seen off by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Majesty the King's personal representative, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs and national security advisor, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, First Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of Bahrain Olympic Committee, the Minister of the Royal Court, the Minister of Finance, International Economy, the Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments, the Education Minister, the Information Minister, the BDF Chief of Staff and the Southern Governor. Deputy Prime Minister received outgoing Indian Ambassador. Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa yesterday received outgoing Indian Ambassador to Bahrain, Sri Piyush Srivastava, and commended his efforts to support bilateral relations and expand cooperation. The Deputy Prime Minister stressed Bahrain's strides led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa with the follow-up of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The kingdom has always been throughout its history an oasis of peace and beacon of liberties, tolerance and diversity, he said. He praised long-standing relations and strategic cooperation between the two countries, stressed shared commitment to develop investments. The Indian ambassador expressed thanks and gratitude for the support he had found in Bahrain during his tenure, stressing the importance of continuing efforts to expand partnership, especially in the sectors of trade, technology, information technology, and food security. Civil Defence held swimming pool safety meeting. The General Directorate of Civil Defence has held a coordination meeting to ensure swimming pool safety. The meeting was attended by the representative of the concerned government entities. During the meeting, tasks, items, proposals and duties for swimming pool safety were discussed. The meeting also discussed launching an awareness campaign in all governorates to educate owners and visitors of swimming pools about safety requirements and rules. The meeting also discussed the extent to which swimming pools meet the conditions and the validity of their water with the aim of preserving the safety of citizens and residents. LMRA conducted joint inspection campaigns. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted 5 joint inspection campaigns. The campaigns were held in coordination with the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Industry and Commerce, Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Agriculture and the Social Insurance Organization in the capital, Muharraq, and Northern Governorates. The inspectors included visits to a number of shops and work sites to determine the extent of compliance with the law and regulations in order to preserve the competitiveness, stability and productivity of the labour market. The 5 joint inspection campaigns resulted in reporting violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The cases were referred for legal action. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Bahrain BDF General Command opened enrollment for women to volunteer in Reserve Force. The Bahrain Defence Force General Command opened the door for Bahraini women to volunteer in the Reserve Force. Therefore, applicants should register on the BDF website using the following link www.bdf.bh. If they meet the following conditions: applicants must be Bahraini nationals aged between 18 and 55, have good contact and have not been convicted for a felony or a misdemeanor that breaches honor or trust, be medically fit for military service in the Reserve Force and successfully pass the medical examination prescribed according to the BDF military medical committees. The age limit does not apply to technicians and specialists. First satellite developed by Bahrain is 40% complete. The first ever fully Bahraini satellite, Al-Munthar, is 40% complete. National Space Science Agency Chief Executive Dr. Muhammad Al-Asiri revealed yesterday that the space object being developed completely by Bahrainis will be the first in the Middle East to use artificial intelligence algorithms to analyze images captured in space. Saudi to allow foreign law firms to provide consultancy service soon. Saudi Arabia unveiled plans to allow foreign law firms to provide consultancy services in the near future. The Ministry of Justice intends to make amendments in the Code of Law Practice in order to allow foreign law firms to provide consultancy services pertaining to Saudi laws. The Ministry has proposed a draft amendment to Article 51 of the Code of Law Practice, seeking suggestions and viewpoints of the public before finalizing it. As per the amendments, foreign law firms can provide consultations related to the Saudi laws that are provided through a lawyer registered in the list of practicing lawyers in accordance with the provisions of the code. The current Article 51 of the Code of Law Practice stipulates that a foreign law firm licensed to practice the legal profession in the kingdom shall practice all activities related to the profession. This will be after taking into account of the restriction for pleading on behalf of others before the aforementioned authorities, referred to in Article 1st of the Code. This is restricted to the Saudi lawyers registered in the Schedule of Practicing Lawyers, as stipulated in Article 18 of the Code. Kuwait introduced a new visa category for sports, cultural and social activities. Sheikh Talal Al-Khalid, the first Deputy Prime Minister, has introduced a new entry visa category in Kuwait, specifically for individuals who participate in sports, cultural or social activities. Under this new provision, the General Directorate of Residence Affairs will issue the visa upon receiving a request from a recognized sports club, cultural institution or accredited social body or association in the country. The issuance of the visa will be subject to the regulations established by the General Directorate of Residence Affairs. According to the decision, this visa will grant temporary residency for a duration of 3 months. Furthermore, it is possible to renew the visa for a period of up to 1 year from the date of entry, provided the necessary conditions are met. Cyclone Biparjoy landfall likely to be Wednesday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a high-level meeting. The cyclone has been moving northwards at a speed of 5 km per hour and is centered approximately 340 km southwest of Gujarat's Porbandar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday chaired a high-level meeting to review the government's preparedness for Cyclone Biparjoy, which has intensified into a very severe cyclonic storm over the East Central Arabian Sea. During the meeting, the Prime Minister was briefed about the situation of the cyclone and the measures taken by the government. The cyclone has been moving northwards at a speed of 5 km per hour and is centered approximately 340 km southwest of Gujarat's Porbandar. It is expected to make landfall on the Kutch coast on June 15th as per India Meteorological Department. The fishing activities along Gujarat's southern and northern coasts have been suspended as the authorities began the evacuation of people in districts by the sea in view of the cyclone. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.